Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop on here and do a deep dive into the affordability, or should I say unaffordability, home crisis in the United States that we're facing right now. So I'm going to be going over some charts, some graphs, kind of looking at trends, and then ways to combat this unaffordability crisis, not only in the United States, but specifically California, because I think we're affected by it a little bit more out here. So let me share my screen. Okay, so you can see here that this is the Housing Affordability Index. And what goes into affordability are three things. One is prices, two is interest rates, and third is wages. So those are the three things that determine these numbers. Now you can see it goes all the way back to 1990, all the way up to today. Today, we're at 98.5% affordability. And what that means is that nationally, the average earner can afford 98.5% of the average mortgage. So we are a little bit below the 100% mark, which would be even affordability. Now, what's interesting looking at these blue lines is that's what the years when distressed properties dominated the market. And you can see in 2012, that's when affordability was the highest at 197. But we've creeped down, especially to today, where that red bar is. According to the National Association of Realtors, compared to 1 year ago, the monthly mortgage payment rose to over $1,900 from $1,200, which is an increase of 53.7% in 1 year. So that is a major jump. And again, this is nationally. All right, you can see right here, the monthly mortgage payments are increasing. June of 2021, there's that figure, all the way to June of this year, that figure. So it has been quite a steep increase. All right, so what this chart represents is the mortgage payment to income ratio. So what that is it's how much of your income do you spend on mortgage? So you can see, for example, back in January of 2013, the average American spent just a little over 11% of their income on their mortgage. Today, we're at 25.4%. So you can see that people are spending quite a bit more of their income on their mortgage due to this unaffordability crisis. So this is the median family income versus the qualifying income. I want to focus on the West because that's where we're located, California. You can see that the median income in California is $98,000. And the qualifying income to qualify for that average mortgage is $141,000. Looking at the United States as a whole, it's the qualifying income still is higher than the median income, but not as drastic as we have here out west, which is why I highly support getting those homes built to increase those opportunities for home ownership, because that in the long run, that's going to be the only way to close this gap. Okay, so there are a few ways to combat this unaffordability issue we're dealing with. And the first thing is to expand your search area and criteria. So you may think, you know what, I want to live in Sacramento. I want to live in Midtown, ESAC maybe. Well, the reality is that just may not be realistic right now, depending on what your budget is. So the best thing to do would be to expand your search. Maybe you can move, 30 minutes away from downtown. While that wouldn't be your first choice, that might be what your budget could afford. And that would allow you the opportunity to really start building that generational wealth and building the equity needed to really move into the neighborhood you want to be in the future. So that's one thing. You can also explore alternative financing options. I have a couple of great lenders I work with that I can refer you to discuss this, but there are a lot of programs out there to help many home buyers, but especially first-time home buyers, which is defined as those who have not owned and lived in a home in the past 3 years. So you can also look for grants, gift funds, etc. And this is a great website to go to, and it really shows a lot of the resources that we have available in our specific area. If you're a medical professional, if you're a police officer, many other careers actually, there are specific programs for those specific careers to help you get into the home you want. All right, so this is a quote by the chief economist from Zonda. We're in a place where strategy discussions and planning are critically important to make sure we can thrive during these challenging times. Housing, according to this chief economist, is traditionally one of the first sectors to slow as the economy shifts, but it's also one of the first to rebound. So how do we have these strategic discussions? The first is to meet with a local realtor who knows your specific market to really come up with a game plan. And part of that game plan would be introducing you to a lender to go over your finances and discuss where you are right now. And for one, what you would qualify for right now. And for two, if you don't qualify for any realistic amount, what do you need to do to get there? These are free consultations, and I highly, highly, highly recommend that you jump on this as soon as possible, because you can never plan too soon when buying real estate. All right. So if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. I'll put my contact information in the comments, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.